This week in motherfucking hip hop.
Well, let's get it.
Yeah.
Yo, this fucking album right here, I literally slumped. Probably my favorite, one of my all-time fucking favorite albums to literally play. I'm sure everybody was playing it. If you kicked it, you burned back in the days. Anybody ran into, and even nowadays,
no, it's not even that. It's just the area. If you grew up in this area,
Sacramento,
music had to cross your face.
It was there.
Everyone was listening to it in the back in the day.
It was cool. It was actually. I mean, it was actually pretty fucking cool.
Everybody, who is it?
Who are we
I'm referring to your boy, our boy, his boy, their boy, everybody's boy, Brotha Lynch Hung, with Season of the motherfucking Siccness. It's a studio album debut by the West Coast hip hop fucking superstar Brotha Lynch Hung. It released actually the other day, the last day of February 28th, 1995 to be exact. And we're gonna bring it back for you. And we're gonna play something off the motherfucking album that we truly enjoyed.
Time out. Out of all the albums, and I'm not very up onto his current shit. Like,
no, me neither.
Like I couldn't tell you what his last album was or what his last
the Coat Hanger Strangler.
Is that what it was?
It's one of them. He's on Tech Nine's label now.
What was the last album you can remember?
Lynch by Inch.
Lynch by Inch was like
pretty sick. Spider-Man. Sick.
That was like the newest one that came out when we were like in our era. You know, like.
And I went from selling dope to selling weed and CDs to doing little dirt for my BGs, the Green Leaves.
That's a sick one, bro.
Oh yeah,
but
Spider-Man. That's sick, bro. That was sick. That whole album was sick.
But I out of all the, so what I was getting to was not withholding the albums that are new that we don't know about. Out of all the albums, let's say from Lynch by Inch down, this is the one. No.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is Season of the Sicc is the one.
I think it is the one, bro.
I think it is, but what really introduced me was Come to Black Market.
Black Market, but that's not a Lynch CD. That's just a compilation CD.
But he's on. That introduced me to.
I think that was a black.
Yes.
But this is
the Lynch albums. This is
that was a Black Market compilation. I remember, but
it was a sick one. It was a sick one.
Did I ever tell you a story about when we were bumping out on the lake and the Black Market boat was there?
Yeah, you told me.
And they were having like this out on Comanche. They would have this like hip hop party day out on the water or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were out there on a cigarette boat, like a fucking $150,000 boat back then. It's probably like $300,000 now. And it was all Black Market out, like fucking gold, and it said Black Market, just like just like the album. Yeah. Remember how the album was gold and it said Black Market like that? Yeah. It had that, everything like that, bro. And we seen it.
Pretty sick.
Boom. We threw the CD in and we started bumping, "Gonna Black Market," and they were like, "Yeah,
sick."
Then later on the day when we fucking were pulling out, we stopped to get gas and shit, and they pulled in behind us and they're like, you the motherfuckers who was bumping that shit. You got the bump in there.
That's fucking sick.
Because we always had bump in the boat, but
you gotta have the bump in the boat.
The bump in the boat.
You gotta have that motherfucker.
So
off the album, what we're dropping from the motherfucking album.
Let's get back to this.
The track that we're gonna pick is something that I feel like everyone appreciates. I mean, we're not gonna pick a generic song off the album that you know for sure that everybody heard, but you have to be a fan to hear this. So let's play a little Lick of Sicc.
I think
a little Lick of Sicc.
I think everyone knows this one though.
They do, but that means you're listening to the album,
bro.
You're not just strumming.
This album had a good amount of hits on it.
But let me tell you, like we were saying earlier, before you start this, we need to get this album redone acoustic. Acoustic.
We want a Season of the Sicc.
The whole Season of the Sicc acoustic.
Milkcrates is asking for it. Brotha Lynch Hung,
we need it.
Give it to us, my man, please. We need it.
I'll pay for the tickets.
All right, so this is Brotha Lynch Hung off of Season of the Sicc, and it's Lick of Sicc.
Acoustic would be so sick, though.
It would be cool to see.
Everyone's dressed all nice.
In a tuxedo.
Hella sick. Pull the 440s just on the ground in the concert hall.
Oh my god.
Don't leave a drip.
That'd be sick.
You know what I'm saying? And that's on the block, nigga. However you wanna handle this shit, nigga.
Whoa!
Look up in the sky, it's a
fucking slug.
Shit's hard, bro.
Only my cousin shedding blood. That locust motherfucker from 29th Street throwing up his slack. Some nigga got mad and went to the crib for the 44 mag. Returned to the setup and let my cousin have it. The nigga that died for the Gordon Block gang did time for the Gordon Block and ended up stuck in a motherfucking casket. But I don't be giving a fuck. I'm tapping up in your program. Before you know it, I'm creeping up on you in a licorice dark black drop top Rohan with a 12 gauge pump in the trunk and a clip full of funk and a fat purple kush blunt. So call it what you want, I call it the fever of the funk house. Dumping gauge shells in that ass, leaving your face down, chest down with a gang of guts hanging out your ass. Nigga, you know the process. They wanna kill me now. I'm a dead man walking to my funeral. Can you feel me now? And if I die before your set get blasted, that's on the Gordons. I'ma rise up out my casket.
That shit's hard, bro.
Hell yeah.
Where were you? Where does that take you?
I mean, I was probably in the cuts in the vineyards, blazing a blunt, hotboxing, and
I like
in the back of a car.
I know where it takes you. Big red.
Hey, we didn't have, we weren't big into blunts back then. We always had the bong.
Yeah, it was the bingers.
Always. I don't know. We just rolled with them. Like, no matter what, one towel, backpack.
Yeah,
we're good
I was
to
never
go.
that ballsy, but I love motherfuckers who rolled around with the bong. I like hopping on that car.
We always had one.
readily available
the
right
dingers
there.
ready to
Everywhere
go.
I went, I had one in the backpack, man.
So that was season of the Sicc, Liquor Sick, Brotha Lynch Hung, all that shit. Something that, like you said, it's that album that really fucking stood out out of the one, and then that's a song that stood out off that album.
Bro,
is that nostalgia or is that nostalgia?
Dude, I saw LeBron James on fucking Instagram rapping a track from this album.
It's a good fucking
Pretty
album.
recently, man.
Dude,
like
this
this shit was like it's weird how it went
resonates.
that
It just-
like nationwide.
it goes-
You know,
resonates.
He's not from California.
So, how many plays do you think the master of that? I know there's plenty of people who've re-put it out. The master, like if there was a master, like a Pandora, Spotify, or whatever for that album, what is it gone? Multi-platinum, like fucking. You know what I mean? Quadruple platinum.
Just on YouTube right here,
Yeah.
it's 3,500,000.
And that might not even. That's not even the original.
Yeah,
poster.
I mean that could be a new.
You know what I mean?
3.5.
Right.
That's crazy. And what I'm saying is though, is that album so good? Is someone yelling for you?
You're hearing things, motherfucker. You're
No, you
heard
heard it too.
No, I'm just joking.
Someone's yelling for
It's
us.
all right. We just keep going.
Bro,
I
keep
got
it
this.
going,
All we
man.
have
We
to
always
say
got the
is
fans
We're
around.
live. We're live. We're live. We're live.
Keep it real, man.
It's live.
Would you
Yes.
pay for that album?
Yes.
No, like say they
I
shut
did
it
pay
down.
for the album back in the
Say
day.
they shut it down right now, and you couldn't get it again.
Yeah,
like you could. Would you pay for
I
it?
would, because it just goes back with how I grew up and like what I listened to growing up and the evolution of like my music listening and all that, bro. So yes, you have to have.
Oh, it's a great fucking album.
If that's the only way you could get it, I
you
would have
figure-
to buy.
If you're paying for
probably a
Spotify,
couple-
we're paying for it then right now.
I'd have to buy a couple Brotha Lynch albums, bro. This would definitely be one of them. I'll say that.
Bro, he's great, bro. When I'm having a rough day at work, I put a little Lynch on sometimes, and it kind of just puts a smile on my face.
Isn't that weird how like back in like high school and shit, like everyone was kind of bumping Brotha Lynch. Like you would always
Good
hear
shit.
people bumping
at the
Brotha
cuts.
Lynch.
You'd pull up to the
You know, so
parties.
it's
And
like-
these fools have all their cars on, live fucking stereos going. Fools
Yeah.
at the bonfire. You heard Lynch.
Hell
Hell
yeah,
You
bro.
hear the fools dumping it.
Yeah, and
This ain't no
I feel like
fucking
this was the
thing.
music to blaze to as well.
Yeah,
like,
for
smoke
sure,
weed to
for sure.
This is. You
I follow him on Instagram. He's fucking big on playing like fucking games. He plays like fucking all kinds of Call of Duty and all kinds of Madden, and
Yeah.
he's into all that shit.
Yeah, bro. Now he's probably
Hey.
one of the originators of horror.
Craziest
horrorcore.
voice. True, but hold on, before we get there, craziest voice you ever hear just talk normal.
Brotha Lynch.
Yes,
Really?
he talks crazy, bro. You've heard him talk.
Yeah, I've heard him in his like in his interview. Yeah,
The way he
for
talks
sure.
is fucking crazy.
Well,
bro.
he joined the Crips when he was 16. I mean, he is straight from the hood,
I
bro.
think it's his crazy looking ass teeth. You seen his teeth, bro? His
Yeah,
teeth look
and he has
crazy.
a grill on the teeth. He don't
Dude,
give, he don't,
I don't even know how you get a. I don't know how you get a grill on those things. To tell you the truth,
And these motherfuckers are having a straight party behind us.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know.
where we're headed after
But
this.
Hey man, he's probably one of like horrorcore. Like he definitely is an originator of horrorcore. Would you not say so?
I would say so.
I mean, one of the ones.
He's one of the ones who started.
What do you guys think of horrorcore rap? I mean, did you?
I didn't even know that was a genre.
Like, yeah, I mean, I kind of found out later that's what they were calling like certain people I was listening to in that
What is-
category.
I mean,
Your boy Poyo was part of it.
No.
Yeah.
like Suicide Boys,
Suicide Boys,
probably
I can see
falls
that.
that
Yeah.
category, bro. 36 Mafia falls in that category now. Like Jedi Mind Tricks technically falls in that category. Cage.
Hey, if
Jedi
you're
Mind
rapping
Tricks?
about
Necro.
razor blades, you're at razor blades. You might be there.
Yeah, Razor Blade Salvation, bro. In reality, yeah, they're kind
What'd
of
you just say right now? Let's run that
Razor
back.
Razor Blade Salvation, bro.
What the fuck's that?
That's his shit.
They got a song, a track, bro.
Who?
Jedi Mind.
Yeah, it's their new shit.
Yep.
Is it-
Vinny Paz, motherfucker, Vinny Paz.
You got my hand in the
Yeah,
pencil
bro.
right now.
Is
Look
it
it up.
is it Vinny Paz and
I think it's
Just
I
Allah?
think it's the old. Yeah.
You got my hand in
it might.
pencil
It
right
might
now.
It might have been after Just Allah left, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude, they're definitely in the horrorcore genre.
What's your favorite?
Interesting.
Who's your
Interesting.
favorite horrorcore
So,
artist?
I mean, bro, I listened to a number. Like Brotha Lynch was for sure back in the day. Like probably the first.
So
probably
rated,
the
rated
first-
would be in there too. Then
the first horrorcore I was kind of exposed to is probably Brotha Lynch, and then
Rated.
Like I listened to Cage back in the day a lot. I liked Cage. Cage is kind of thrown in that category, bro. I listened to Necro a little bit back.
Necro was cool as fuck too.
You're all over
I
all the
need
death joke
drugs.
shit.
Well,
Huh?
like I just
Yeah.
I mean, I just liked to experiment. I was
Hey,
experimenting with
Necro had some hits though, bro.
Yes,
He's
sure.
good. He's good. He's
Most
good.
definitely.
He's totally fully composed. Holds himself together. Has legit
Yeah.
songs. He's like legit.
He does, man. Uncle Howie Records, shout out. But yeah, dude.
Fucking Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher
That's
is
a different thing.
that motherfucker was a crazy
That's different.
motherfucker.
That's
That,
different.
that's,
What the hell is this?
that's like horrorcore wrestling. That's like
Whoa,
horrorcore
whoa,
wrestling.
whoa!
all right?
What's going on here?
You don't
man?
want none of that.
We're,
You don't want
we're being
none of
hijacked.
I don't know if we want to go
We're being
there.
hijacked.